Hi everybody, Rod here. Just want to say good morning. Got another project to do. Obviously not going anywhere in this bike today. So I'm going to show you how I change the tube and the tire. Alright, so we're going to attempt to take the tire and wheel assembly off the bike. First you have to invert the bicycle, and you see it. It's nice and stable at this point. Some bikes have what we call a quick release brake mechanism. This one does not. This does have a quick release axle, so this can make it a little bit easier. So first thing I need to do is just loosen up on the brake pad. Small wrench. You get this up and out of the way. I don't think you can zoom in and see that. But basically I want to remove this brake pad. Little disc brakes they have on bicycles. Alright, now after getting the pad off, I can unlock the lock mechanism, pull the security tabs, and up and out I have my wheel / rim assembly for the bicycle. And as you can see, this tire blew out, and that's my fault. I put too much pressure in it and it blew up. So we'll make sure we don't do that again. Alright, so what I need to do is remove the tire from the rim, and I just simply put a screwdriver inside, spin it around. I don't care about the tube because I'm replacing it, but obviously if you're just fixing the tire, you'd be a little bit more ginger with it. Tube assembly comes out. Remove the valve cap. Give yourself enough room here to pull the tube out from inside the wheel. And we'll discard that. Secondly, we're going to remove the tire from the wheel. Same scenario, we're going to pinch the bead of the tire, spin the wheel so smoothly, and voila. Discard the tire. What you're going to want to do is check to make sure that this rubber band going around is still intact and it doesn't allow the spokes to pop through. That protects the tube from any punctures. And everything looks fine here. So now we're talking about a bare wheel. Pretty cool. This is a 27-inch bicycle. An old bike. This bike's 33 years old. Oldie but goodie. Set this down here. Now today I got a bicycle tire in a box, sort of like wine in a box. I guess it's cheaper, but as you see, the tire comes out. You pretty much just stretch it out, put it back into its place. Not much to a bicycle tire. The first thing we're going to do is reinstall the one side bead onto the rim, then we'll reinstall the tube, then final with the other side. So simply just place the bicycle tire up against the wheel, securing it as you go, and just gently pinch with your fingers to get it on the rim. Now you're going to reach a point to where it gets a little tough. You may need to use a screwdriver, but in this case I didn't have to. Alright, so just finalizing, making sure that the tire bead and the tube is not being pinched by the tire. Everything seems to be in great shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of air pressure in the tire, and then I'll bounce it on the ground a little bit. This way it'll allow the tube to seat better, and hopefully not be pinched, causing damage to the tube. One thing I always recommend, don't inflate bicycle tires with a compressor. They don't take 50, 60, well they take 50, 60 pounds of air, but most compressors have about 120 pounds of pressure in them. There's not a lot of volume in a bicycle tire. You put an air pressure on there from the gas station, it'll blow the tire up in 3 seconds. So you don't want to get to that point. Okay, so now you can see the tire is lightly inflated. What I'll do is just bounce it on the ground. This will help ensure that the tube finds its proper seat and the tire seats properly on the wheel. Everything looks so fine. Pull the valve stem out. And we're going to reinstall. I guess before we reinstall it, maybe we should just fill it up with air and we'll take a proper air pressure check and then we'll restall it. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to inflate the tire. According to this tire, it's anywhere between 70 to 90 psi. That's what you get with the extremely thin road type tires. So, just pump it up. I'm going until it feels like there's a lot of resistance with my thumb. Better yet, I'll set this pump on the ground. It's easier for me. Needs to be fairly hard. Let me take a reading, see what comes up here. Well, right now we're reading 46 pounds. So I have a way to go. You obviously can buy pumps that have gauges built right in, which makes it a lot easier. Try that for now. Alright, so right now we're reading about 70 pounds, which ought to be fine. Put our cap back on the valve stem. Bring the tire back over to the bicycle. Down onto the fork, safety locks in place. Always check to make sure that the tire assembly is centered inside the fork, and then you can give it a lock. Reinstall the brake pad, and we'll be on our way. So after we reinstall the brake pad, we want to make sure it lines up properly with the rim. So it should be flush when you apply the brakes. And if you see, when I apply tension to it, we're right on the side, which is perfect. Wheel spins free, no drag. And then we'll make some final adjustments on the brake when I put the bike back up. Alright, now we've got the bike back on the ground. You can see it, very smooth operation. It's not dragging. You can adjust the brake pad by simply unlocking this thumb screw, screwing it out a tad, and resetting it. This way it pulls more tension on there and the brake grab quicker. I like to have a little bit of play in the brakes. This way the bike slides better, glides better. So that's it for today. Tune in next week and I'll show you how to make a great garden vegetable stir fry. Take care.